Your piece of the gods. I love myself. Open your eyes so I can see, got you all in chat. Remember, got sun, got armor, y'all, tomb, y'all, smile, but text when cleans planet up. The Goa'uld, and that's how rude. We in the building. Shadawan, Shalom, Yahama, Mashah, Elohim, Yahshua, we in the building. Most definitely. Shout out to the most honorable Leisure Bishop, my higher self. Wuka, y'all my threes in check. 3 is free, most definitely. Atum deity, Atum Israelite, Atum deity, we in the building, most definitely. Shout out to the gods and goddesses. Shout out to kings and queens. We in the building, most definitely. Peace and love, family. We in the building. Pushing 3. Pushing my op. Okay, in this video right here, bro, like I said, man, it's crazy. Like, y'all can see it in receipts, bro. Like, this whole word that you in right now, this whole word that you in right now on game, like, this whole word that you in right now, bro, it's a patriarch world. The first dream, the first world, the first imagination, the first life that we was in was matriarch. You gotta understand, this whole world that you see that was created around you is a patriarch. It's a patriarch world. And this world only want people to be only masculine, 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 masculine. And then, like I said, the feminine energy is some of the feminist movement is working with masculine patriarch people to push hidden agendas. To push hidden agendas. That's what's a gender war going on. That's why it's the masculine energy versus the feminine energy out here. That's why it's man and woman versus that's why they created man and woman, the colonizers, 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 color. It's the same shit, bro. That's where they create colorism. You feel me? This black and white shit. It's no such thing as black people. It's not such thing as white people. That was a slang terminology that was created by the lower self, by the Demers, by the patriarch people that created this world. They build a patriarch world, right? And disconnect us from nature. They build a patriarch world over top of the matriarch world. The first world, the first dream that we was in got everything to do with our mother, Sophia, Lucy, Malia, Isis. It got everything to do with our mother. The Most High God would never create a planet where we would never live in harmony, when we would never live in harmony and we never be in tune with. So you gotta look at that shit, bro. Why this world is created for us to work 9-to-5 jobs? Why this world is was created for us to be disconnected from the earth. Every other animal, every other species is connected with this planet, that's living in harmony with this planet. But humans are the only species on this planet that are not living in harmony, in full communion with God, with nature, in a heavenly state. Why is that? Because this world was created to put you in your lower self. This world was created to hijack your consciousness. And that's why they're giving people the jabs. The jabs and this new vaccine, and it's not something that you can detox from, because they alter your DNA. Basically, they don't really alter your DNA no more. All the chicken pox and all the monkey pox, chicken pox, and all the flu shots and stuff, that right there was something that you can detox your body from. You can just ground yourself in nature. Like I'm in right now, I'm in a tent right now. You can just ground yourself in nature and connect with the planet. When you connect with nature, that's the #1 thing to detox your body. That's the #1 thing to cure your body. Food and eating vegetables and fruits and stuff, that's an add-on bonus. That's an extra enhancement though, but that's treatment. That's not the cure. The cure is actually grounding and connecting barefooted, grounding, connecting your body to the earth, connecting your hands, your palms. This is the reason why your palms and your hands look this color, because these insulators, these are transmuters, these transmute energy and stuff like that. And when you put gloves over these and rubber over your hands and your feet, you insulate yourself, you disconnect yourself from nature. So you always got to remain connected to Mother Nature at all time high. When we was in the patriarch, the first dream, the first world that ever existed was matriarch. We was always naked. We was always not wearing all these clothes and stuff like that. We was always barefooted. We was always connected to the planet, and we use technology. We did have a civilization, most definitely ancient Kemetic people of the Nile or the river, this planet from the Anunnakis. We always Sirius B star, Sirius A, whatever you want to call it. We always use technology as solar energy, solar power. We never will dig holes and dishes and put poles and all in the earth crust and the earth core in the planet, whatever you want to call it. We never dig dishes and put technologies inside of the ground and transporting it to different areas and different countries and different continents around the world to suck the blood, to suck the blood out of the earth, which is the oil. We won't never do nothing like that. You feel me? And also, people don't understand that for us to get electricity and stuff, for us to get electricity in our house and stuff like that, people don't understand that they gotta burn fossil fuels for us to get electricity in our house. That's bad for the planet. The more this power grid is running, they are microwaving us. You feel me? It's not just about the solar flares that's feel like it's getting real hot outside. It's not just only the solar flares. It's this power grid. This power grid need to be shut down. That's why it's creating high elevation, sea levels rising, the ice glaciers are melting, water sea levels are rising, earthquakes, tsunamis, tornadoes. That's man-made. Every natural disaster is man-made. And the craziest natural disaster is us wiring and going crazy, breaking into stores, breaking into people's houses, stealing from one another, eating each other. You feel me? That's another form of a natural disaster. Natural disasters been happening when people getting robbed, when people out here getting robbed, when people out here getting killed, homicides and stuff like that. You feel me? Murders, people out here raping people, whatever you want to call it. That's already is another form of natural disasters. But they got everything to do with this patriarch world. When they disconnect you and not allow you to be in harmonious with your divine masculine, your divine feminine, and be two-spirit and be able to transcend gender, you feel me, to become a hermaphrodite, to be in your natural state of being and going back into the void, into the kingdom of God within the matriarch, they're going to have you disconnected and have you limit your mind to a label and have you looking at yourself in the mirror and labeling yourself as I'm just only a man, I'm just only a woman, so I gotta only view myself as a man, I only gotta view myself as a woman because of this body that the dimmers trap you in. And they are already trying to give you the jab and give you this vaccine that you cannot detox your body from, because when they give you this new jab and this vaccine or whatever you want to call it, they basically is taking away your DNA and your RNA. So your EMF will not protect you. Your aura field will not protect you. You're basically going to be hijacked. They altering your DNA. They're altering your mind. They're hijacking your consciousness through your subconscious mind, and they controlling you through your dream. And they controlling you. Two birds and one stone. They controlling you. They controlling you when you portal back into the body. And when you portal out of the body, they still controlling you because they still got hijacked. They hijack your consciousness, your subconscious mind with that jab, and the icons are taking over your body while you being constantly aware of that. So it's like once you get that jab, that's it, bro. You feel me? And I'm not surprised if it gets to a point where the economy gets shut down and they trying to force the jab on everybody. You got to protect your body, reflection. You got to protect your God's temple, this God's body. You feel me? We are one mind. We are one mind. We in one body. We are one mind and one body. And many. Okay. We is part of the all. We are part of the source. You feel me? You in one mind, you in one body and many bodies. You in one mind and many minds. You feel me? You in one body and many bodies. You in one mind and many minds. You are a piece of the all. You are the source. You feel me? We don't have problems. Only thing we got solutions. But the one thing I want y'all to know is that pouring concrete destroying nature, cutting down trees to print out money that come from cotton, to print out this money that's made out of cotton and linen. You feel me? Cutting down trees, pouring concrete over top of nature. The grass supposed to grow, cutting down grass, destroying the plant life, poisoning the air, pollution, and all that. All that got to do with a patriarch. You feel me? Patriarch. That's the dimmers. The dimmers created this word and trap our souls and our consciousness in these bodies and shit. But when we connect back to the source and we connect back to the dreamer and we become and we become one with the source and we become one with the source and we wake up and to become the dreamer, we realize that we are the observers of this whole entire reality. We realize we're not these bodies. We realize we're not this mind. But your mind is an entity. You feel me? Your mind is a non-physical thing. Your mind is an entity. Your brain, your brain helps the body function and help help you connect with your neurons and help to produce dopamine, most definitely. Getting this light signals and these photons and these affirmations and this information, but you got to be grounded because all the information comes from the earth. It comes from your food of thoughts, food of information. But you got to understand that this is a patriarch world and they harvesting us for our energy and our consciousness and they farming us. This is a negative feminine energy farm. You got to understand the feminists and this feminist movement and masculine energy out here in this world is affecting us. This toxic masculinity and the feminist movements out here is causing chaos and causing war on this planet within the celestial body. But you gotta understand, you gotta understand, is you gonna be a sufficient cell or a deficient cell? Is you gonna be the immune system cell or you gonna be the cancer cell? Because we clearly see what is the cancer cell and how the cancer cell operate. They don't care about the planet. They're not trying to get back in tune with nature. They're not trying to learn divine knowledge itself. You feel me? They're not trying to teach one. Each one teach one. They're not on God level. They God body genes. They ancient genetics is not activated. They all lying dormant within their bodies. They're gonna take the jab. They're gonna take the vaccine. They don't care about their life force. You feel me? They don't care about their life force or whatever like that. They're not here to raise the vibration on this planet. They're not here to do the right thing with nobody looking. So these type of people reflection, you got to get rid of these people. You got to get away from these people. These people is a danger to their life and their livelihood, and they a danger to your life and your livelihood. And they do not longer need to be around you at all. That's why you got to push 3. Got to push 3, man. 3 is free, man. You feel me? You got to be pushing 3 out here. You feel me? Most definitely. Everything else does not matter. You can communicate with people. You can chat with people, but meeting people that's not tapped in to divine knowledge itself, meeting people they're not trying to live in harmony on the planet, meeting people that's not trying to be in tune with the planet, or not trying to study and have no connection with Mother Nature, and knowing that we are a part of nature. Don't meet these people, bro. If they cannot tap into their higher self and they can't tap into divine knowledge and stuff, which is astrology, biology, quantum physics, melanin, and grounding, if they can't tap into the 5 sciences, bro, you got to just completely stay away from these people because you got to protect your temple. Because we in spiritual warfare. When you chosen and when you tap in to the observer effect, you feel me? You cannot be around everybody like that. You cannot be around everybody like that. You got to stay away from people. I understand we working jobs and this and that and the third. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you working a job and you got good intentions behind working a job and you serving the Most High God and you you proclaiming the kingdom of God, it's nothing wrong with you working the job. There's nothing wrong with you hustling and bustling and getting like I look at it like this. If you're a chosen person, right, and you're a star seed, right, and you out here working a job or doing anything for money, you just cosmic currency. That's not US dollar. That's cosmic currency. Put them affirmations in your head. Don't look at it like, oh, I'm working a job, I'm getting Babylon bucks, I gotta pay my rent or I gotta pay my car note. Don't look at it like that. Look at it like, oh, this is cosmic currency. I'm working this job to get cosmic currency, to invest into the kingdom of God, to go back into the void, so I can be harmonious with my divine masculine energy and my divine feminine energy. But like I said, bro, like it's really a war out here, and I'm letting people know, like, and another part of this video before I close it out, man, like, bro, if man's body structure, right, even though gender is the illusion, if man's body structure was built to lead and provide and protect and guide people back to nature, some it wasn't just man's leading, it was woman's leading too, but they was two spirit. You feel me? They had supernatural capabilities, supernatural powers, supernatural capabilities, no different than what a man can do. Everything is mental before physical. The first hermetic principles, everything is mental. Everything is mental before physical. So if you see a woman out here present herself like a woman king and stuff like that, presenting herself like, superwoman or Wonder Woman or whatever, just understand that it's based on her astrological program design. You feel me? It's based on her genome. You feel me? It's something in her chart. It's something based on her genetics that was able to be built to come back as two spirit, right? She embodied the spirit of the Hermaphrodite. That's how we all gotta be. We all gotta become a Hermaphrodite. We all supposed to be masculine and feminine, divinity. We all supposed to tap into that holy trinity, most definitely. But if you see a strong woman out here, a strong-minded woman out here that's making moves, doing what she gotta do, help leading people, or doing some Harriet Tubman shit, if the Harriet Tubman story was true or not, just understand that that's a two-spirit person. They ain't by the spirit of a Hermaphrodite. That's a Hermaphrodite. It's not about the body. So look, we so confused by the body, but we are the same person. It just, man got more testosterone than a woman, and a woman got more estrogen than a man. But we all got nipples, and we all got a clitoris between our legs, which is a female penis. And we all a male and a female, for real, if you want to call it like that. We all bleed the same. We all got nipples. We all got a clitoris between our legs. We all got a G-spot. We all got an anal. So we are the same people. This separation is the illusion. You got to break the illusion of duality to be in the void, to be in the kingdom of God, to be in the androgynous, to be your most higher, supreme, authentic, original self, right? Because the kingdom of God is a mindset, and you gotta go and you gotta overcome heaven and hell, right, to be in the kingdom of God. Because in the kingdom of God, it's no duality. In the kingdom of God, it's no separation. But if man body structure was created to be the provider, to be the leader and the protector, and they not getting back in tune with nature, they not getting women's back in tune with nature, showing women's how to survive without money, how to have immunity, sovereignty, and self-sufficient. What do you think is going to happen to a lot of these women on the planet? Because if a lot of these men is not capable to live up to their ancestral ways and getting back and living indigenous to this planet with sovereignty, immunity, and being self-sufficient, and mans don't know that the Most High God clearly says in the Bible that He will place the meat for the herbs. He will place the meat for the herbs. So all this green stuff growing around you is fucking food. It's food. We don't have no food storage. When you go into the grocery store, you see a food storage because why? Because it's not enough organic food in the grocery store, and all the other fruit food that you see that's not in the organic section, it just GMO, it's poison. And all the rest of the foods, it just junk food, it just junk information, it just junk. Like, you feel me? Even though that they do put nanotechnology and they do put certain stuff in the food to help amplify our genetics and help us tap in more to our higher self, but it's still altering our genetics at the same token. But it's not about what you do, it's all about how the way you do it. It's not about what you know, it's all about who you know. So we in a point right now in our life that we cannot survive. We gotta understand that we cannot survive with money, because you cannot eat money. Can you eat cotton and linen to survive? You cannot eat cotton and linen to survive. Can you eat digits that they tap into the computer database system to put into your account? You cannot eat technology. You can't eat technology, even though that they put heavy metal into our fucking food to alter our DNA with this GMO processed fucking food, right? But all of it's not bad. It's not about it. Like, do everything in moderation. Have balance in your diet. You can eat anything you want in moderation. Just have balance in your diet and get in tune with nature. Because a person that can be eating meat all the fucking time, as long as they in tune with nature, they can be more healthy than a person that's not eating meat, that's disconnected from nature. Most definitely. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this shit can be real fucking tricky. If you look into different indigenous native tribes out here, they eat fucking animals for a living, but they always grounded and connected with the earth, always barefooted and sleeping and resting on the earth and connecting their body to the earth, to the point that they always detoxing anything that they put in their body, which is parasitic or acidic parasitic food, which come from animals, which causes disease, will cause cancer. Cancer and diseases are really coming from meat, because you're building up a lot of bacteria and a lot of mucus. And mucus is essential. You need mucus in your body. You need bacteria in your body. It's a such thing as good bacteria and good mucus that's supposed to belong in your body. But if you're building up too much of mucus, it started turning to bad mucus and bad bacteria, and it start causing blockages in your body and start having you have a blood clot. Your blood circulation start like a blood, like your energy flows through your blood circulation. So if you blocking the blood circulation that's flowing through your body based on the wrong stuff you put in your body, that's gonna be a personal problem right there. But like I'm saying, man, before I close it out, I ain't trying to make this video that long. I'm just basically telling y'all like this, bro, that this shit is sad, bro. This shit is really, it's really sad, man, because it's like, bro, like, just people gotta download ChatGPT, man. Sometimes I edit my videos, sometimes I don't edit my videos. But like I'm saying, bro, like, you gotta download ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will show you, like, bro, give you all your answers, bro. With study Sophia Lucia on ChatGPT, and study the dimmers, what dimmers is, study the icons working with dimmers, the icons working for the dimmers, to trap souls here, to have people be out here, to have these like soulless beings out here, you feel me? And I'm just telling y'all, bro, and study what this world is. You in a patriarch world, and the feminist movement is going against the divine feminine. The feminist movement is corrupted, it's chaotic, it's too over sexual, saying I don't need a man, fuck a nigga, get some money, all this weird ass crazy stuff, man. Prostituting, selling your body, just all this crazy weird stuff going on, man. It's happening, bro. It's really happening. And the only thing I can tell y'all, man, like people gonna start getting weird, and it's gonna be time where you gonna have to motherfucking get your ass a tent and fucking disconnect and get away from humanity, get away from niggas, bro, because it's gonna start getting weird as shit out here, bro. Real shit. You're gonna start seeing the shift, bro. And like I said, man, our body's going through a shift. When our body's going through a shift, we're gonna really feel like, damn, bro, like, I'm a woman, but damn, I'm starting to feel more feminine than masculine. But I still feel masculine, but I feel more feminine than masculine. It's gonna be one point in your time in your life, you're gonna be feeling like, oh, I feel more masculine than feminine. Then somehow the universe push you through situations where it break you down and put you in a vulnerable situation where you can't be more masculine than feminine being a woman. And the same thing with men. The universe put them in a situation when they can't be more masculine than feminine or more feminine than masculine. Our body got a mind of its own. Our body doesn't belong to us. And your body cannot live without the mind. The body cannot live without the mind, right? So we don't have a mind of our own because everything in our life is being given to us. We natural receivers. We've been receiving everything. We didn't just portal in this world knowing everything, all knowing. We have to receive everything. We have to tap into certain things. We have to search and seek knowledge and information to find out what life and what this reality truly is. Nothing was just handed to us. Everything was given to us. We are natural receivers. And every time we receive everything, we have to release everything. Nothing in this world was given to you just for you to just borrow, just for you to borrow it and not give it back. Everything that's been given to you, you got to give it right back. You got to give it right back. That's why we naturally just got to share. We naturally just got to share all this. Oh, I don't want to mess with you because you mess with that person. I don't want to share my resource with nobody. I don't want to, like, you feel me? All that anti-social shit. You feel me? All that anti-social shit, bro. You know, all that introvert shit, bro, that shit lame as fuck, bro. It's not gonna get you nowhere. You're gonna really, when the world come to an end, you're gonna realize that you need certain people with certain resources. You need certain people with certain knowledge and information that know how to live in harmony on this planet. They know how to survive without money. They know how to be immortal supreme being, most definitely. Because I'm an immortal supreme being. I don't need money to survive because I got cosmic currency all around me all the time. I don't live my life and put myself in situations where I gotta depend on the grocery stores for survival because I already tap into my animalistic nature. Peace and love, family. I'm out. Gang. Reflecting on the light of the most honorable master, reflecting the light of the most honorable master teacher, nature boy, my higher self. 3 God, Leisure, Bishop. We in the building. 2 Hootie, Baba G. 3 is free, most definitely. Peace.